Hello and welcome to another game of Dota 2. With us we have Team Infamous on the Radiant, Alexandros IV on the Dire, and with me is my co-caster for this day. Hi Aga, what's up?
Hello Vivek, doing good, and thank you for having me here. And I'm pretty excited to watch Team Infamous play because the last game I casted for them, they played amazing. And let's go into the game.
Let's go in straight into the game. A first ban silencer followed by a Batrider. I don't see a silencer being banned out much often, rather less being picked. So I don't know what Alexandros have up their sleeve here. Maybe they're looking to pick up some nice AoE heroes and they just don't want to deal with the silencer. Or maybe they know that INF does play a bit of silencer. I don't know. What's your take, Aga?
Yeah, I think I will go with you on this because Alejandro's, I think they're either going for a very AoE solid pick and they don't want a global disabler for the AoE, or they might have seen Infamous play silencer. I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, we have been doing a bit of. Okay, so the bans are happening and the picks are happening very, very quickly. KOTL being picked up first along with the Phantom Lancer, a good pick. Maybe we might see a Gyrocopter. They didn't even let me finish. Maybe we might see a Gyrocopter to deal with the Phantom Lancer. It's time, Infamous pick. Possibly they're looking to pick up a support, maybe a Shadow Demon or a Jakiro. I don't know.
Shadowman is a good pick because Sir Shadowman is gonna deal very well with Gyro in the late game and the mid game. But they stick with the Jakiro because they want that Ice Path strong and friendly to support them in their team battles, along with the Macro Prayer and the Dual Breath and the heavy tanking hit points on the Jakiro. The
Yeah.
Phantom Lancer, on the other hand, will do absolutely great, and level 3 Illuminate will keep all the Trilane very strong for Infamous Gaming if it's a Trilane versus Trilane. But if the Gyro farms up a Shadow Blade and other items like MKB, Satanic, it's definitely over for Infamous Gaming.
Yes, there is Phantom Lancer, which is now such a trending pick. Everybody likes to pick up Phantom Lancer. Everybody likes his ridiculously high base damage. I mean, I don't. I think that's somewhere near 88 or something like that. And Enigma being banned out, something I haven't seen in a while. It looks to me that both teams know each other fairly well. They have scrimmed with each other because they're very particular focused bans coming out, not generic. Metagame bans as we usually see. What do you think of this Enigma ban? Are Infamous worried of dealing with that much AoE or what is it?
Because for now, they can have the Jakiro and Phantom Lancer in lane, the Keeper of the Light can go off lane, Enigma can do the jungle, and the mid can come a Furion, and it will be devastating for Alejandros to defend in early games. So they are thinking of banning out the pusher heroes. And Cleanse is a good ban because Cleanse can pick up any three picks for Alejandros, like with an arcade. So it's a pretty good ban, I say. The Bounty Hunter, on the other hand, is not a bad ban from Alejandros because Bounty Hunter is Bounty Hunter. You gotta say, it gives you a lot of bounty.
Yes, that's the least we can say about Bounty Hunter. He's a pain of a hero to deal with, and now you see a Queen of Pain being picked up. It makes me wonder what the laning is going to be. It's going to be Queen of Pain top, I'm guessing. Sorry, yes, that's top for the Dire. Top on the safe lane. Gyrocopter will head out mid, and actually, I can't tell because they have so many options. They can send Darkseer to the off lane. Do you think they're going to be tri laning with this Queen of Pain?
No, they're gonna be sending. They're gonna be trialing the gyro because, and I think the Darkseer is gonna avoid the entire offlane and going into the jungle because
Okay.
it's very effective inside the jungle. And
Okay.
now the silencer ban seems to be like a word of a ban because the Queen of Pins stands no chance against the early game silencer with Last Word and Glaive of Wisdom.
Yeah, he does do a lot of damage, and that too pure damage is eating away that Queen of Pain, making her worry about mana all the time. Just sucks away at your mana and your HP with Last Word. So it is quite a
Yes,
powerful. I
la- the
I'm
Clockwork Goblin.
that is not something you see often, especially in Dota 2. He was picked a lot in WC3 Dota. He used to get picked quite a bit. but he's been nerfed, and I haven't seen Clockwork being picked. Actually, we did see him being picked yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Did you catch LGD International versus MUFC?
Yes, I was watching that game.
And I
10
think
seconds
LGD
remaining.
International picked up Clockwork.
Yes, they did.
And
5
But
they,
their
seconds
clockwork
remaining.
is designed in such a way where they use offensive cog to drain off the
Start
mana.
time.
yeah, they maxed out Cog and Rocket, and they didn't even take a level in what is that called? What is the first
Battery
skill?
assault. Battery
Battery
assault.
assault there. Thank you so much. They didn't take a level even in battery assault. They maxed out the cog and the rocket, and he was used more to position a team fight in a very unfriendly manner for the opponents. Cog is such a pain in the ass to deal with, just pushes you away, takes away all your mana, and separates you from the rest of your team. If you do manage to get a good cog, that is.
I think the pick of this clockwork in this game is solely to shut down the gyrocopter
Mm-hmm.
because a hook shot, a perfect hook shot, and battery assault into a cog. No, a hero like Gyro will not survive that. But we
Mm-hmm.
have to take in note that the Gyro can instantly call down and rocket barrage the clockwork. Is going to be a head-to-head, neck-to-neck battle. So let's see as the game goes on.
Yeah, yeah. If he gets stuck in a cog, and he's just a baby waiting to get called down upon, and there's nothing he can do. He's just right in the middle. If he does a bad cog.
I think the last pick might be an Ancient Apparition or a Lina or a CM.
Alexandros are lacking a support, like you mentioned. I mean, you can run Nyx as a support,
10
but
seconds
he's not
remaining.
the best option out there. Lina is a good pick, as you said, but instead they go with the Disruptor.
Disruptor
Are
is a
they?
good pick.
They're possibly looking to counter the Clockwork and his hook shot with just glimpse him back all the way, and there's nothing he can do. All his initiation doesn't count for much in the end. Do you think that's
That's
what they've come up with? Counter
yes.
picking the
Because
Clockwork with a Disruptor?
it's not only the clockwork. Think about a Phantom Lancer being recalled into a battle and instantly sent back by the disruptor.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty good pick.
Okay. So that's one
5
way of looking at
seconds
it.
remaining.
KOTL calls PL into the battle, and Disruptor just sends him back wherever he came from. That
Reserve
can be
time.
one way of looking at it. Yes, Disruptor is there. And speaking of Disruptor, the Silencer ban makes complete sense now. Alexandros do have a very AoE based lineup, but the problem is the lanes. Like you said, it's going to be a Gyrocopter tri lane. Darkseer maybe not going into the off lane and heading straight into the jungle, not wasting any time. And Queen of Pain going mid.
Puck.
Okay, and Infamous picks up their mid hero. It's a puck.
Puck is a very good pick.
Yeah, the silence and death coil always a big issue when it comes to team fights. Something worth avoiding. And puck goes mid, and puck should win mid. Excarnation is picked up the puck, so I think he will be heading mid. Right now, there is a disconnect. Darkseer has disconnected from the game, and there is a pause that comes out. So, looking at the lineups, which lineup do you think has the advantage, Aga?
Well, to be honest, it all comes down to the team battle and the game time. If this goes to an extreme late game, the gyrocopter will just diminish the radiant side. And if this is a mid game battle, then it's going to be in favor of Team Infamous because they have a Dream Coil, a Spirit Lance into a Phantom Lancer with items Illuminate to follow that up, Hook Shot, Cog, and Rocket, and Macropire, Ice Pad, Dual Breath. It's heavy burst damage from Infamous Gaming mid game.
You
And
lot of
Alejandro's 4 is actually gonna be trying to like control the game with heroes like Queen of Pain Disruptor, Nyx Assassin, like by doing some ganks, smoking here and there, trying to pick up the carry heroes, trying to pick up the easy supports. So you never know.
Do you know what's one hero that just made it to the ban pool and nobody picked up? There
What?
was a Nax, and they had the option of doing the Nax bomb kind of thing where the Nax infests into the Nyx assassin, and with that Vendetta and that infest, there is a lot of pure burst damage. But they didn't. Both teams didn't choose to go Nax, and it makes completely good sense to me because Nax doesn't counter PL. I mean, a lot of Dust counters PL, and a lot of good team plays. So they let the Nags through. Both teams choosing not to go with him, and the game has resumed for now. I will quickly run through the Radiant lineup, and we have INF Excarnation on the park, GG going on the Phantom Lancer, INF Z Star on the Keeper of the Light, INF Masenko on the Clockwork, and INF Spikadelica going on the Jakiro. Could you go through the
And
die
there
with
is
me?
there is a disconnect, and the game is paused. So
Yeah, a lot of disconnects so far.
yeah. So but let's go through the players who will be playing the heroes for Alejandro's. Alejandro's Love Luna will be the Queen of Pain. Leonardo the Darkseer. Wushu would be the what do you call that hero? I'm really sorry.
Disruptor. He was
Disruptor.
called Thrall in Dota,
Thrall.
and he's called Disruptor.
Exactly. Exactly, because when I look at the model in Dota, I can say it's Thrall because I am a Warcrafty player myself. So, and now the Alexandros Light of Hell will be the Nyx Assassin, being a big fan of Light of Heaven, I guess. And Gakivin will be the Jarokop.
Yeah. He's the only one who's chosen to have his clan tag after his name, not the other way around. So he's choosing to stand out, and he's also disconnected at the moment, making our life a little difficult. Okay, so we are 1 minute 1 second into the game,
Yes.
and right now it seems to be a tri-lane of Queen of Pain, Nyx Assassin, and Disruptor on the top.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
I haven't seen this in a long time. A long time ago, Nerubian Assassin, as he was called in Dota, was a very popular pick along with Queen of Pain. I have seen a dual lane of a Nerubian Assassin and a Queen of Pain, but that is when Nerubian Assassin's mana burn did a lot of damage, and he was a completely different hero at that time. But I don't know how this tri lane is going to work.
All right,
Queen of
the
Pain-
player has reconnected.
Yeah. See, Queen of Pain in a tri-lane is good because she can move here and there. But you want, I mean, she's mobile, she's got good damage, and she can do a lot in a tri-lane. But you wanted to get that EXP early so that that's why we send Queen of Pain mid, because she's so much better at mid. She can outdo a hero at mid. She should on paper
I don't think the Queen of Pain will be. Yeah,
going.
it's just that. Yeah, the Queen of Pain is just with the heroes. Another post comes in from Leonardo. All right, so
Yeah, I don't think it's a Queen of Pain going top as well. She has gone the standard mid build, 3 Ironwood branches and 1 Tango. So I'm guessing she's going to go mid and pick up a Disruptor, and Nyx should be there on the top lane. Gyrocopter has got an early Ring of Protection, consumables and 2 Ironwood branches. So I don't know, maybe he's going for an early Tranquil Boot at the best. That's my best
or
guess.
an Aquila, or an Aquila.
Or an Aquila, yes. And the game is resumed, and 37 seconds into the game, or okay, 33, 32. Darkseer is heading towards bot lane. There is a tri lane coming out from the
30
Radiant in the form of
seconds
Jakiro, KOTL, and Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer should have it easy, should win. And what do you think of the laning so far, Aga?
I think it's a very aggressive lane for the Dire side and also for the Radiant, because any tri-lane with Keeper of the Light in it is a tri-lane of death.
It is, but it seems that Keeper of the Light and Jakiro are rotating towards the top lane. So it looks like they faked tri-lane bot, or what are they doing? They're just warding. Okay, so they're just warding the rune spot out here. They want to see to it that Puck gets all the runes at mid so that she can do out the Queen of Pain. And well, Darkseer has got an ace rune. He's heading towards the bot lane. He will be picking up his farm because it doesn't look like the supports are going to harass him. Instead, the supports are choosing to hang around at mid and make life a little difficult for the Queen of Pain.
The Darkseer comes in. It's going to be easy money for him right now because with the haste rune he knows he can run away. But the haste is gonna go in 3, 2, 1, gone.
clockwork. He's pulling the lane. He's pulling the creep wave completely in his favor, and that's something I haven't seen a clockwork do. You should be able to do it, considering you have that rocket. You just rocket in, and the creeps turn in your direction. That's some nice play coming up from Masenko. In case you're wondering how do you play in the off lane, Masenko is giving us a perfectly decent tutorial. He's picking up the early XP, and is he outdoing the Darkseer? No, Darkseer is outdoing him, but then again, Darkseer is not being harassed at all in bot lane, while KOTL is sitting around mid lane and is looking to make life really difficult for this Queen of Pain. That's what KOTL is focused in, so it's almost a dual lane mid.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The Excarnation has taken in some damage from the Queen of Pain. That Shadow Strike in level 1 deals about 200 damage, including the overtime. So it's a very good spell, in my opinion.
I think not.
Yeah, it is. Early levels, Shadow Strike, always difficult to deal with. And I don't understand what Keeper of the Light is doing, and he's paused the game. I don't think even he understood what he was up to. Okay. More disconnects, a lot of internet issues in this game. But still, this is what I love most about Dota 2, that it lets me play with decent and good players from all around the world. While this was something that wasn't so easy to do in Dota, because ping was always such an issue, somehow Dota 2 has managed to handle that to a certain extent.
Yes, you're right. And and do you know where is from which country is Team Alexandros IV from?
I have no idea where they're from. I have no idea who Team Alexandros is, but yeah, your guess is as good as mine. INF obviously.
Answer reconnected, and the Jakiro reconnected.
Everybody's reconnected, but Phantom Lancer just disconnected.
Yes.
And if you look at bot lane, Jakiro is doing his best to harass Darkseer out of there, but he's taking quite a bit of damage from the Iron Shell. Phantom Lancer, meanwhile, is having his free farm as he should. He's leading the last hits and denies at 7 last hits and 6 denies. While, where is Gyrocopter? So they're tri-laning Gyrocopter, Disruptor and Nyx. That is not a tri-lane that I've seen in a while. And the Disruptor straight away maxes out Glimpse and his kinetic field instead of going the Thunder Strike build, which is pretty decent. And Phantom Lancer has reconnected. We are back. Should be back in about 3, 2, 1. Go, go. And they're going.
The Darkseer is actually not scared at the bottom lane. See how aggressive he's being with the creeps. He just wants to get that XP really badly.
And
that
he is getting
Soul Ring.
Yeah, but he didn't purchase. Okay, no, that's not his completed Soul Ring. I mean, he can buy only one of the 2 required items, and Jakiro comes in from behind, throws in a dual breath, harasses the Darkseer a bit.
And misses on the ice path.
Yeah. I still don't understand what KOTL is doing. I mean, has he decided that I'll just going to make life very difficult for Akasha and push her out of the lane? Because he's not really doing that right now. Akasha has got a bottle. Puck does have the gold, but he hasn't bought up his bottle yet. The mid battle is being won by Puck, who has 10 last hits to Akasha's 6 last hits and 3 denies. It looks like KOTL is AFK to me. Okay, there, no, he's not AFK. He's charging up an Illuminate. He throws it in. Queen of Pain takes up the damage, but she has a bottle, so no worries.
Yes. I think this amount of XP loss from the KOTL is gonna be a really big problem because he needs that points up in Chakra and also that Illuminate.
Yeah. And right now in mid lane, it's Puck versus Akasha. Akasha gets
And
the kill.
Akasha draws first blood.
It matters
A
not.
little bit of overextension coming out from Excarnation over there. He really hoped that the Illuminate would connect, but it didn't. And now KOTL is taking up the free EXP at mid. He'll be looking for his point in Chakra. And he's standing on the slope and he's trying to last it. He's not even bothered. He's just right clicking away. This is some really odd play. Okay, he's disconnected. No wonder. No wonder. A lot of disconnects explaining everything that's going on top lane. Now Clockwork is out of position. He's taking a rocket barrage as well as some normal last hit damage coming out from the gyrocopter. Clockwork dies. The entire team disconnects. And ALX have taken advantage and are leading by 2 kills.
Yes, so this is going great for the Gyro because the Gyro picks up a kill. The Gyro is 17-9 in last hit, and leading the board in second to the Phantom Lancer, who is 18-8. Leonardo is doing great as a tri-lane hero.
Yeah, they do have the complete advantage, so to say. So far, the advantage is with. And Gyrocopter is slightly out level. No, he's almost tied for levels with this Phantom Lancer. Also, worth pointing out is that Darkseer is having a better time on the offlane compared to Clockwork. Clockwork has fallen once. Darkseer is getting a few more last hits, and he's picked up a Tranquil Boot instead of finishing up his soldering first. He decides that survivability in lane is more important to me, and why not? KOTL
So
yeah, what?
the mid lane is going to be a very passive lane for now on, so let's look at the most interesting lane, which is the bot lane. Just because of the Darkseer being aggressive on the lane and hunting down experience point, the KOTL has finally decided that no, I shall not waste XP anymore. I shall creep, I shall farm, I shall pull. The KOTL reminds me of Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
He really looks like a poor Gandalf. A little not so upkeep Gandalf, and he's doing some good pulling over here. Let's see if he manages to do that. This is sometimes all the difference between a good support player and an average support player. A good support player will manage to do all those tricky double pulls, and he charges up his Illuminate. Darkseer picks up the kill on the Jakiro, but there is a lance coming out from that Phantom Lancer. Maybe a bit too late. He picks up Darkseer. It's a 1-for-1 trade. But ALX is reading 3-1.
But the trade will go in favor of Infamous because the kill on the Phantom Lancer is worth every penny.
Yeah. And you were right about Gyrocopter. He has completed up his Basilius. Right now, Masenko out of position. The rocket barrage being used on the creeps. He's been glimpsed back as well on the top lane. And now he's running away. He should be safe. No worries. 6 minutes and 25 seconds into the game, and Masenko on the top lane is already level 5. But Darkseer is already out leveled him. So it's a bit strange to see heroes like Clockwork on the offlane getting free EXP. I mean, nobody's contesting their EXP, and there is a TP out on the top lane. Excarnation has moved in. He's dropped his bottle for Masenko. They will be looking for a gang possibly.
So we're like almost 7 minutes into the game now, and the farm from both the curry is pretty good. Yes. Oh, there goes the disruptor.
And there goes the disruptor, and now it's possibly the turn of Nyx, and Queen of Pain TPs in from nowhere, jumps in, uses a Scream of Pain, and once again a 1-for-1 kill. Excarnation is not done, he's still hunting. His Dream Coil was already used, but now he's probably being hunted. Light of Hell comes in, he gets the Impale. Excarnation manages to get out of there with his Illusory Orb, no worries for him. While Phantom Lancer is getting all the farm he needs on the bot lane. He's having a free time over there. Should be looking for his early diffusal.
Yes. But nevertheless, the lane is very hard for Phantom Lancer because a level 3 Iron Shell now, which will be a level 4 Iron Shell, is a very big detail, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yes, it is a pain to deal with, and it changes the way you move about the lane completely. Always a pain. And there are the supports as well. Darkseer, sorry, eh, Jakiro and KOTL are ranking out. They are double stacking and pulling a creep set. So they are keeping the creep momentum in their favor, and
Oh my
elsewhere there
god.
was a kill. Did you
Yes,
catch
it
that?
was on the mid. Yes, I caught that. The Excarnation picked up the Disruptor. Like there was a gang from the Disruptor on the puck, but the trade became in favor of Infamous. Excarnation played that really well.
And Infamous are slowly coming back into this game little by little, bit by bit. They were behind by 3 kills and now they're almost tied. And
They were down to like 2200 XP, and now it's a 1000 XP difference, and the gold graph is 10. It's just like 50 gold here and there.
and Darkseer choosing to go for the early magic wand. I don't know, maybe he just wants to deal with all the spells coming out from Team Alexandros or what, I don't know. But he's gone for the
Radiant's
magic
middle
wand early
tower is
in
under
the game.
attack.
And both teams taking their time, not really being overtly aggressive. And in the mid lane, Nerubi had just come in, but he got spotted out by that illusory orb. And he'll wish he wasn't there. And now there seems to be a gang going on in bot lane. Jakiro has come in, but there is a Queen of Pain. She blinks in, she screams on Jakiro. There is the Ice Path as well. She throws the Shadow Strike and she Sonic Waves on Jakiro. Jakiro dies. Elsewhere, Phantom Lancer manages to pick up Darkseer, but Queen of Pain is not done. She picks up the KOTL as well. And now she will be looking for this Phantom Lancer. They
And she
drop
gets
the
the
sentry.
courier as well.
She manages to pick up the courier as well, and a nice kinetic field and a glimpse. Darkseer does fall, Phantom Lancer does fall to the illusory orb, but Puck comes in, picks up Disruptor, and illusory orbs away safely. Nice plays. And immediately KOTL TPs in, gives us a mana. Possibly they're looking for another kill. No. Rob just missed scouting out Akasha.
There was some wonderful play from both the teams. It was very good. So let's look at bot lane. Oh, nice. Very good reaction time from Light of Hell.
Yes, immediately popping off his spike carapace to deal with Puck's illusory orb and almost baiting that skill out of Puck.
See one level 2 eliminated and look at that hit point. Shattered down to bits.
Yes, it did. It did a lot of damage and Puck had to immediately leave the lane because of that.
Let's look at top. The Disruptor and the Queen of Pain are lining up for a kill on Masenko, I think. Masenko on very low mana. Yes, there goes in. There goes down the kinetic field and the level 6 ultimate. The rocket barrage is in there. And Gyrocopter picks up the kill.
Yeah. 3 heroes being used to kill 1 Clockwork.
Dire's
Not
middle
great,
tower
not
is
bad
under
either.
attack.
But they get the kill nonetheless, and that's what matters in the end. Right now in bot lane, there's nothing much happening. It's been a fairly passive lane.
Is under attack.
And Ice Path catching on Darkseer. Darkseer backs off and Light of Hell comes into the battle. He's hitting away on Jakiro. He uses his mana burn. Nyx Assassin gets up Jakiro, and both Darkseer once again circling in, and there was a lance thrown on him. He tries to run away just in time, but Keeper of the Light gets the kill. No worries out there. A 1-for-1 trade happening once again, and it is questionable if Darkseer really needed to be there and do what he was doing.
No, it's not. Like what the Darkseer did was simply foolish because he just gave away a kill. The Nyx picked up, then let the Nyx
Yeah.
pick up and leave. Why would you
He just
turn around? You're on low health yourself.
Correct. Meanwhile, 8 mid lane, Puck has got a double damage rune. She uses her coil and immediately she's glimpsed back. Disruptor should be able to run away from this. Yes, he does. No worries. An entire ultimate of Puck being wasted on one Disruptor. And sometimes that's the best part of Disruptor. You know, you think, the enemy thinks that they're going to get a kill and one glimpse and you're all the way back to where you started from.
That's true. Disruptor is a very good hero, and it bothers a lot.
No. Don't mind
It
me.
was the hero, if you folks remember. Anyways, Puck just picks up a kill on Disruptor. Speaking of how good a hero he is, Nyx Assassin has rotated into the mid lane. Akasha jumps in and she's in the middle of everything. She drops the Sonic Wave, but Nyx Assassin manages to pick up Puck, and Akasha is still standing. No, KOTL gets the kill, and he manages to be safe out of there. Puck has TP'd into mid lane. She throws in off once again.
The pain.
Another buyback coming out from Queen of Pain. I don't know if she really needed to buy
Dire's
back.
bottom tower is under attack.
Why did Queen of Pain buy back? And Queen of Pain has got an Ogre Club. She will be looking for a possible BKB. Meanwhile,
So there goes-
ডাকাইলাম কেন আমি সেলাই কি ক্রিমিনালরা ডাকাই আর আমি ডাকার সাথে যে দেখতে
They
okay.
drop down the sentry ward. They're running in. Oh, the hook shot. Cock comes in. Taps in the Queen of Pain. The Queen of Pain blinks up. Gets the Phantom Lancer. Now the kinetic kill. Now I think they're gonna get the clock as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Double
Queen of
kill
Pain.
on the Queen of
Sound
Pain.
of that?
And right now, Jakiro is glimpsed back. There is a macro fire, and he walks into it with his spike carapace. That was Nyx Assassin for you, but Disruptor manages to get the kill with one normal hit, is what I guess. Good place coming out from this Disruptor. It certainly looks like that's a hero that they have practiced a bit with. But meanwhile, elsewhere on the mid lane, the Dire Tower takes a fall. The first tower going out in the game. And I didn't even see that happen. I don't know what happened. The Gyrocopter meanwhile has picked up a phase boots along with a hand of Midas. He's chosen to go for a hand of Midas, and he's got a mithril hammer. I don't know what he's looking at. Is it just a BKB?
I think possibly a BKB. Because you wouldn't go for a Desolator or a Maelstrom with a Gyrocopter.
I don't think they stack with flag
Is
cannon,
under attack.
or it does. Okay, Nyx Assassin being hooked onto beautiful play by Masenko. He gets the kill and he's glimpsed back a little too late. Almost counter that hook shot, and just in case there was a homing missile locked onto him, but the tower takes it down. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Phantom Lancer is just farming and farming and farming away, rising as we like to say. He's got his diffusal 15 minutes into the game,
Dire's
and
bottom
he's had a
tower
good
is
time
under
so far.
attack.
I think the Darkseer should be jungling now, like he is.
Yeah,
Like he only have 34 hits, but if he started jungling, like he would have been on like 70, 80 hits by 10 minutes.
Meanwhile, Puck has bought an early blink, 16 minutes and 7 seconds into the game, and she's looking to make a push on this top tower.
Dire's top
All the
tower is
Radiant
under
are
attack.
lined up over there. The only hero missing at the moment is Phantom Lancer, who's farming away at the Radiant jungle while there is a push coming out from the Dire. When you can't defend a tower, what do? You trade, and that's the best thing that they can do right now. Both teams trading for one another, but immediately Phantom Lancer catches out Akasha. Akasha takes a lot of damage and she falls. She dies to a solo kill, a much needed kill going the way of Phantom Lancer. And Masenko has TP'd into the bot lane. He's got his hook shot. He can look to make something happen, but Disruptor just leaving the lane immediately.
So
And the hook shot missing.
Invisibility!
It was a
that
close.
would be a kill on the Radiant, also a tower,
Dire's
Yeah,
and
so
that
one
went
kill.
pretty well for Infamous.
Dire's structure.
Possibly Disruptor is looking to deny this tower. They have sent Nyx Assassin in. They got the silence. They got the static storm. Puck takes a fall to Nyx Assassin. There is a vacuum as well. Phantom Lancer being glimpsed back. The dust being popped as well. And now Phantom Lancer is running away. A surge comes out on the Nyx Assassin. He should get the kill. He does an impale, but he backs out. What the hell is going on? Disruptor manages to pick up the kill with a normal hit. There was an unusual cog being popped up to make things difficult for the Dire, but Phantom Lancer takes a fall and the game looks pretty even at 11 to 15. And KOTL just won't leave bot lane. Mid lane. He's doing the same thing once again. He's coming in from behind and leaving off charges. And that's being a big pain.
Is under attack.
Okay, the gyro gets harassed and only 320 hit points on him left.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
I think they will finally get the tower now.
They should get the tower now. Nobody's coming to contest it. Although KOTL and Jakiro are smoked up. They're moving to bot lane. Queen of Pain just blinks in like a boss. And she's bought up her BKB recipe. She will be looking to complete her BKB. And okay, Masenko has caught out the disruptor. He jumps in on him, but he's immediately glimpsed back. There is an ice path, there is an illuminate. The disruptor dodges it. Light of hell on the Nyx assassin goes in, but Queen of Pain throws out a sonic wave, and that's a big sonic wave dealing a lot of damage. Puck taking a double kill, picking up Nyx assassin and the disruptor. There is another illuminate, and meanwhile on the bot lane, Darkseer is running away from the battle. He was not present where he needed to be at that time. Phantom Lancer is still chasing him down. He's got the purge, he purges him. The surge comes to an end with a purge, and there is a vacuum and a mech. They're still bounding away on the Darkseer. Darkseer seems to run away. Escanation is taking all the call down damage. He does die, and now Phantom Lancer is looking for what is possibly a double kill if he manages to manage his illusions correctly. Okay, he didn't. Gyrocopter does run away. He is safe, no worries.
Yeah, but I think that he should have gone for the gyro instead of the Darkseer, because the gyro is a much more needed kill.
Yes, you are right about that. He should have gone for the Gyro. Right now he is floating around with the Queen of Pain in the river,
has been denied.
but he just chooses to back off, and so does Queen of Pain. Okay, Queen of Pain is dewarding. And Nyx Assassin just came out of his vendetta on an illusion. Did you see that?
I missed that.
Okay, there was a Phantom Lancer illusion just roaming in the river, and Nyx Assassin used his vendetta on it. As you can see, his vendetta is on 46 seconds of cooldown. Yeah. Both
I think
teams
the best.
good warding at the moment. Sorry, Aga, you were saying.
I think at this moment the Darren needs to do is like let the gyro farm. Like I always say, heroes like Faceless Void, Gyro are like a time bomb. The more you give it time, the harder it explodes.
Speaking of
Oh,
time
there
bomb,
goes
the
the-
position is jumped in, and he takes a fall to Disruptor, and Disruptor is now running away for his life. Gyrocopter gets a double kill with a perfect call down and a rocket barrage. It looks like Masenko will take a fall as well. A triple kill going the way of Gyrocopter. He will be really happy with that. That was a good flak cannon and a good call down coming up from Gyrocopter, and the Dio will seek to take advantage from this and push out the mid tower. Nice plays, nice battle. The AoE really coming together.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The advantage that they have snowballed in the past few minutes is not going in Infamous's favor. Gyro done with the BKB. Oh no, he finishes the Helm of Dominator before the BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under
How
attack.
did you see that? It's in the courier?
Yes.
Okay. So Helm of Dominator first. No, it's a BKB along with a Morbid Mask. Not a completed Helm as of yet. But Helm right now on the top lane. A lot of sentries being used from the Dire. They have done their best to do to stop this PL. A lot of wards as well from the Dire. There is a secondary rune ward, which is actually a waste of a ward if you're catching this, and there is a safe jungle ward, offensive jungling ward coming out from them. The Radiant are right now smoked up. They are looking for a kill in the jungle. They might be bumping into this Gyrocopter. He pops off a silence, a lance, a cog, an illusory orb, and Gyrocopter takes a fall to the rock. This Gyrocopter who was going away, farming away to all happiness, and now Disruptor is TP'd in the top lane. You know what would be a really good item right now for the Dire? A Wheel of Discord, something you don't see very often. Speaking of items, they have made a move on the Disruptor, who immediately pops off a Static Storm, but he takes a fall. Light of Hell on the Nyx Assassin is looking for someone. He goes into the Cog, he's taking a lot of damage from the Micropyre and the Ice Path. There is a Lance coming out from PL that picks him up. Elsewhere, Queen of Pain picks up Puck. She pops the Dust Rune. Darkseer getting really caught out of position and taking a fall, doing nothing to no one. A 4 for 1 battle in favor of the Radiant. A good battle for the Radiant. Hey, Aga?
And this is like being so good for Infamous. Like, look at the gold on PL and the items on PL. He'll get his heart in like another 3 minutes.
3 minutes, he's got 1385 gold. And what's on the courier? Nothing. Okay, should be done fairly quickly, I guess. A little de-warding coming out from the Radiant. They're looking to remove the rune ward of the Dire. KOTL, poor little support that he is, has got his mech up. That he needs, that's mech. And he's got that for his team. So, but Darkseer has been a bit lacking in team fights. I mean, he's got a mech and a hood, but he just seems to be missing.
Look at mid.
Yes, in mid lane, Gyrocopter pops up. Now they're making a move on Jakiro. He locks his homing missile. Puck blinks in, throws an orb, and almost killed a Disruptor, but it was Jakiro that got the kill in the... Meanwhile, takes a fall to a Queen of Pain, and there is another Clockwork running for his life, but Queen of Pain pops off a scream, and Illuminate coming on, but immediately drop the Darkseer. Elsewhere, KOTL managed to pick up Gyrocopter with the help of Phantom Lancer. He gets impaled immediately. He drops out one more Illuminate, and if Nyx Assassin stays there with his Spike Carapace, there is a beautiful illusory orb and a nice little Dream Coil coming out from Puck, but that comes to no avail as well. But Phantom Lancer is hitting away on the Nyx Assassin, but Nyx Assassin after a purge, but Phantom Lancer throws one last lance, and they're really overextending the Radiant right now. They moved completely, and they are completely demolishing the enemy, with Phantom Lancer managing to pick up Darkseer as well. GG being on a mega kill streak, but now he's called back, and he was almost locked in the kinetic field, but he manages to run away. No worries for him. Queen of Pain has got a gem and a BKB. She blinks in, she drops a scream, but now she's really out of position. She uses a Sonic Wave as well, but Phantom Lancer just too much to deal with, and the gem being destroyed from Phantom Lancer. A waste of a gem for the Dire, and a big long overextending battle that was.
I told you, matter of 3 minutes till the Lancer gets his heart.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. He has got his Art of Tarask recipe, and he will be looking to pick up his Reaver really soon. He's had a good farm this game, and a Phantom Lancer with a heart is a pain to deal with. True that. I hate Phantom Lancer. I almost hate him more than techies.
Oh, Excarnation falls mid.
Okay, Excarnation fell mid. I seem to have missed that. I guess there was a kinetic field being used, not a glimpse. I didn't catch the glimpse being used. What happened, Aga? Did you see that?
No, when I saw that, he already fell down.
Okay.
With light.
This Clockwork
So the Gyro needs item. He has not sufficient damage. He has just 91 base and 54 plus. That's not good enough. 26 minutes into the game. Whereas look at the Lancer. Hitting 167 and gonna get a heart. With his illusions and purge, that's a massive amount of damage.
Yeah.
So they're farming neutrals, and as time passes by, both teams are gonna get strong, and Infamous have came back from a long way back. Now almost evening the kills, 1 kill down, but look at Alejandro's. They're going for the rush, the clock spot set. Are they gonna move in? Yes. The Phantom Lancer is coming in. The Puck is getting in line. The Gyro, the keeper tries to get eliminate, and the Dire evacuates. Oh, the Puck gets 2 on Dream Coil. There goes down the ice, and there's a game pause. Is the game pause
If
during
there
all
was
this battle?
ever a more anticlimactic moment to pause with Aga, just as a battle starts, you pause. Puck already did take the fall. What happened to him? I seem to have disconnected for a second.
Alright, the puck, you fell down to the spike carapace of Nerubian Assassin
Okay.
and the support of the disruptor. But now, as the game will continue, this will go into Incarnation's favor because the Gaia is down to like 1/10 of his hit point. The disruptor is like 1/4 of his hit point. So
Puck also disconnecting, and somewhere along the way, Alexandros seem to have lost the plot. They were going away. They were starting the game in a really impressive fashion, but right now they seem to be losing battles. They seem to be losing everything. Although there is a good wall right now, and Puck has already fallen, but both Disruptor and Gyrocopter, as you mentioned, are really low in HP.
I think they're waiting for the puck to reconnect into the game.
Yeah, and you are right. The Clockwork is the hero that's doing all the damage to this Gyrocopter. And
Yes,
they're deciding
because-
to resume as Puck is dead anyway.
3, 2, 1, live.
And Gyrocopter is standing away, beating away at Masenko, but there is a mech. Keeper of the Light picks up Gyrocopter. Phantom Lancer elsewhere is beating away on this Disruptor. Disruptor running, juking for his life. A big Sonic Wave being used on this Phantom Lancer, but no worries. Phantom Lancer is running away at half HP. He's got his heart, and a Gyrocopter being traded for a Puck at the end of that. Not bad at all.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And right now the Radiant are looking to push mid. They will be looking for that one battle where they win everything so that they can
But
just
the
finish.
funny part is, still the goals are in favor of both the teams.
Is under attack.
The what? The goal graph is even, yes.
Yes.
Dire's
Goal graph is
structures are
pretty
fortified.
even. And the EXP is favoring the Radiant a bit. How
Dire's
is the
middle
EXP
tower
favoring the
has
Radiant?
fallen.
I am not getting that. I think the levels are mainly on the PL, and Akasha is little under level, so is Gyrocopter. PL is leading by 4 levels, so it's all this extra farm that he's been getting around the map. I think that is it, and right now the Dire are moving into their own jungle, looking for a possible gank, using everything that they can to finish off these illusions. Light of Hell on the Nyx Assassin gets caught in an Ice Path and a Dual Breath. The Radiant are blocking out. Excarnation initiates with a beautiful Dream Coil and a Silence. There is a Macropyre as well. The Macropyre is hitting the Gyrocopter, who immediately pops off his BKB and tries to hit away on the Radiant, but he can't do much damage. A beautiful Ice Path once again, and a nice illusory off from Puck and a Silence. Clockwork gets a double kill. The Darkseer is running for his life. He surges away. Will Phantom Lancer manage to use the Spurge? Yes, he does. Leonardo takes the fall. Phantom Lancer gets a kill. That's a 4-man vibe coming out from the Radiant.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And if you notice, the Dire have invested in one more gem. Queen of Pain as a gem. So they bought 2 gems
I
this
think
game.
they'll get the Rosna, push the mid, and the game will be over pretty soon.
Possibly it's going to be Roshan followed by one more team fight and INF winning the game.
Is under attack.
Yes. INF is doing pretty strong in the scene right now, in the South Asian scene. It's good to see them play really well, very well coordinated. Excarnation with an amazing gameplay. He managed to like give the team a really good boost in the last 3 battles. And
Yes.
the keeper is playing as the keeper should be played, like not showing his face into the battle, coming when he is just required to come in,
To the Radiant.
giving mech, chakra, and just eliminating his opponents. They're playing so well coordinated. I'm really liking this.
Yes, INF do gank really well, and there was a lot of good initiation by the Puck in that battle. One thing that's worth mentioning is that GG on the Phantom Lancer has been a very good carry, so to say. He's got the farm that his team needs, and he's got it on time. Let's just bring up the last hits and denies in W. Phantom Lancer is leading at 178, and he's followed only by Gyrocopter at 139, Queen of Pain at 89, and Puck at 77. That's not great, that's not bad either. What is worth mentioning is that KOTL is equal in terms of last hits to the Darks here.
Yes.
And the Dire have met up in mid, they've smoked up, maybe this is a last resort.
I
Maybe
think
this is the
it's
last
a desperation call from there. Like, please let us find them like 2 or 3 out of guard. Let's kill them.
Uh-huh.
Try to come back, push some towers, get a goal advantage. But there is no sentry, so they will not be spotted. They're coming from the back. But little do they know, are like all the heroes for the Dyer's Radiant are ready. There goes in the Queen of Pain, pops goes the BKB, Jakiro comes in, there goes the wall. Masenko pops the bike. The cooldown's down, the Jakiro falls to the Gyrocopter. But the Phantom Lancer, is he being recalled? No. Or is he? Yes, he's being recalled into the battle. GG, this is a very nice Dream Coil. I think the Darkseer is gonna fall as well. Masenko and Excarnation trap the Darkseer from both ways. And the Darkseer is still running for his dear life. Masenko blinks and the Darkseer falls.
Elsewhere near the bot tier 3 tower, Phantom Lancer is making a move on Nyx Assassin, purges him, and Phantom Lancer gets the kills. That is a 3 for 2 favor. That is a 3 for 2 battle in favor of the Radiant. They'll be happy with to take advantage and push in. And right now, Alexandros doesn't have the heroes to deal with a big push coming out from PL.
Tower has fallen.
They call in the GG
Revenge
and
type Z start.
and they
It seems like
say
both of
that
these teams have played against each other.
and it's 1-1 now.
Yeah. There is a call down perfectly with the kinetic field, but the Radiant don't seem to be bothered at all. And Masenko has just hookshotted himself inside. And I don't think that was the best option. Disruptor does manage to force staff himself away, and Puck takes a fall.
They call GG, but they're still continuing with the game because the racks haven't fallen yet. And look at the golden Phantom Lancer. He can buy even a Divine if he wants to.